We're back with Lord Electro. This is Bridgeside Live. We do this every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Lord Electro, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You came all the way from Albany. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
how was your drive? It was a little troubles getting here, but it wasn't so bad.
You know, leaving the capital at rush hour and then coming into Brooklyn any time of day besides 3 in the morning is always something. But we're happy to be here. 3 hours tops. That's
awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys made it. It was an awesome set. We made it happen. Started at 9 o'clock tonight on the dot, I think, almost. But that was awesome. You guys said you're playing with Clocks and Clouds soon, right?
Indeed. Yeah, that's April 26th at Arlene's Grocery. 27th. Or 27th, sorry.
27th.
27th,
Arlene's Grocery. Awesome place. Ross is a friend of ours. Of Clocks and Clouds actually helped us. Yes. They're one of the first bands we had that we didn't really know at first. I knew Ross kind of from the neighborhood, not that well, and then he really helped us source other bands to get this thing going, and then
him
kind of started snowballing.
You know, it's funny because we played American Beauty 2 nights ago with Genome Project. And Joe from Of Clocks and Clouds was there as well. And what a great guy. You know, so we're starting to find, even in the biggest city in the country, there's this inner network of the musicians that are getting it done. And we're starting to try to get into those, networks and everything else.
And I just want to give a shout out to Juliet over at CEG. She's been a constant support for us.
Seriously, thank you, Juliet.
Thank you, Juliet.
She's been really cool. Supporting us here in the market down here. It's been, we're starting to get a little bit of a crowd now when we play down here. So
how long have you guys been playing together?
We started in March.
About 2 years ago.
March 2 years ago.
I was like
spring of 2015.
Oh, okay.
2 years ago.
And we've came a long way since then.
You started local gigs, and then you started spreading out.
We started local, but
obviously.
we spread out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Me and Dan have been in established groups in the past, so we have a lot of people everywhere.
Yeah.
So it allowed us to get around and get our name out quicker.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But it is worth it to say, we kind of took some time to hibernate. We were coming out of winter. Steve and I had always hung out. I've known Steve for about 7 or 8 years now. Through some other groups such as Tamaraku, Digital Dharma. And Jordan and I were just buddies that went to Humphrey shows and hung out. But it's safe to say that we took that 4 or 5 months to really write and get tight before we ever played a show. Yeah. Before we unveiled it. We still, as seasoned musicians, wanted to come and create a good product that still was improv-based, but we wanted to write a bit,
What's the scene like in Albany? I mean, I've only spent a little time in there.
It's not bad at all. There's Greg Bell puts on a lot of shows down there, or up there. He really helped us out. He was actually the first one to book us. Like, that was our first gig ever, was his birthday party / festival that he puts on. He's had on for years. I'm pretty sure Mo played it there like one of the first times ever.
The Biscuits played in 1998.
Yeah.
It's one of those festivals,
So Albany, the only person I really know close to me that knows a lot about Albany is my cousin Bill, who coincidentally is on the speaker in the control room, the Voice of God speaker.
Bill.
He's going to feed us some questions. Hi, Bill.
Bill from Albany.
Hello.
Bill, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
You got some questions for us?
I do. Actually, this one starts with a local for us today. This is a question that's been built up for a little bit. It's a question from Danny Milano. I would like to know if anyone in the band has ever smoked crack in the shower with an umbrella.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
No.
Wow.
He did not expect that. Danny is one of our dear friends who you'll probably meet later. He works.
Sounds fun.
He works these hours, but he's here. He always watches the show.
He's a good time.
And he is a good time.
Big
Mr.
brother.
Milano, Danny Milano. We're going to be doing a show with Danny Milano called Cooking in Brooklyn, coming out soon. Cooking in Brooklyn, everybody. Stay tuned for Cooking in Brooklyn.
We love
with
food.
Danny Milano.
We love food.
Who doesn't love food? I mean, that's a lie.
And
People
George
say
Clinton
don't love food.
talking about smoking crack in bathrooms with umbrellas. He comes to Albany, too.
All right, so another question that's not crack-related from the stream.
Non-crack related question. Oh, hold on a second.
I got to sift through that there.
First of all, I'm going to have to ask you guys a favor, if you could do something for me.
Sir.
Oh, boy.
I need you guys to call out your fans right now for being non-Q&A participants.
Right
Got
on.
nothing.
Guys,
Right on.
what's going on?
Where
Plenty
y'all
of
at?
viewers, very few questions.
Maybe
Ask some
they
questions.
Maybe they know
too
so
much.
much. Yeah,
Come on,
they know
we're still
much.
live.
They know
There's
too
still time
much.
for questions.
There's still some time.
Come
You know,
on,
we
let's go, Lord Electro.
we're,
Okay. All right. I got an important question here.
Here we go.
If you could only eat one sandwich for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Reuben.
Yeah,
That was
good
quick.
one.
That was
Yeah.
no
That was-
hesitation.
I'm a
right
sauerkraut
there.
fiend.
Is it like a meat sandwich or just any sandwich?
Any
all
oh my
details.
god,
Sandwich.
gourmet
love peanut butter and
sandwich.
fluff. Yeah,
Ooh,
Some
really?
peanut butter and fluff.
Can I hug you real quick?
Oh, let's hug it out.
I mean,
Hug
the
it out.
fluffer
Hug it
nutter?
out.
Wow.
You guys-
all day, baby.
It's classic.
My cousins know that
All day.
I'm a fiend for that shit too.
It's good, especially
Here,
on
we
the
got,
road.
we got another one. Hot off the presses.
Woo!
From Cuz Sin.
Yo,
What's up, cuz? How
what
you
up,
doing?
cousin?
What
Thank
up,
you
cuz?
for
Big
viewing.
shout out to cuz.
I don't know if I understand it, though. If you could you're with any other band, who would it be?
I think that's tour.
Tour.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
sure. Autocorrect is creating its own language in society.
We
You
would
know,
you're with the New Deal.
The New Deal is a favorite of ours. You know, we shared one date with the New Deal in Putnam Den in Saratoga, and they are amazing. They're one of the pioneers of this livetronica scene with no sequences on stage. No pre-recorded audio, just going for it. And they were some big influences on us when we were little boys. Coming up in our late teens and early 20s, going to festivals like Camp Bisco. But this, quite honestly, even though they were kind of smaller venues, this Genome run, this 4 shows with the Genome Project, it wasn't quite a tour. It was kind of more of a weekend. But what a group of guys! What an awesome palette of music they create, and that's what we're all about. We want to get out there and have fun with bands like that.
Yeah, we have a good time with those guys. They're so friendly. You should definitely get them on the show because they
Phenomenal.
You want
Send them to us.
we will.
Maybe I'll take this time to say, hey, if you're a band out there, we're supporting artists. We're here supporting original music. Not that we don't love covers and getting funky sounds off of other tracks, but we want original music here for this show. And, yeah, just email us at booking@gobridgeside.com, or you can just email me at paul@gobridgeside.com. We try to get you on the show. We do this every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. We ask the band come around 7 o'clock. So I know people have work and stuff when we get here, but let's make it happen. Just email us and chat out. We're also on Facebook and YouTube, and just send us a message. And,
Yes.
And then we have another
Live.
question. Bridgeside Live.
We do have another question. This one coming from Nicholas Gabrielle.
Yes.
What's up, Nick?
What's up, Nick?
Dan, will you be at work tomorrow?
Yes. I'm. It's an interesting question, but to get detailed,
No.
I work for the wonderful state of New York, and we have a great thing going on over there. I happen to be a night owl, so I can hoo-ha all night and kind of drive back, get home at whenever, get a couple hours of sleep, and get the job done. We're hustlers. It's safe to say that we're all hustlers. All of us have day jobs here. Mm-hmm. We all create this time on our own out of our 40-hour work week, sometimes more because I play in a couple other bands. But it's nice to see some guys that are equally visioned and equally hustleable because I never stop. And, cheers to you, Nick, because I will see you at 8:30, and we will have coffee. And it might be black coffee for me. I might need a nice shot of espresso, but we're going to be there. And these guys, since we get that paycheck, we don't have to be pressured in, what are we making at this gig or whatever. We can do what we want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, we got home. We played with Genome on Sunday
Sunday.
night. We
I
got
got home at 5.
We got home
Yeah,
at
I'm at
5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
But I had a
Had to
dentist
be up
appointment.
early.
It was terrible. I still had 2 hours of sleep, so I got to work when I could and we make it happen. You know what I mean?
I didn't even really go to sleep at all. I just
Well,
stayed up.
I'm very familiar with that here. I work in production. This is not...
Yeah, Paul doesn't sleep either.
This is not my moneymaker. This is something we're doing to have content and support people and
So cool.
create a project. We wanted to create something.
You're fun maker.
So
So
awesome.
we're fun makers
The
here.
fun maker.
I am the fun maker. But yeah, I don't sleep very
There's a
much.
lot of
My freelance work. This is just a wrapper for the freelance work. And yeah,
So you must love what you do.
I do love what I do. I love working in production. I do different things in production, and I'm
We'll
a
take
happy
care of the
man.
audio.
I know I'm happy, and I'm happy to do this every week. It's great to see the bands come in and after the show, when the camaraderie between the band and the crew, because we have such a big crew of people here that help out every week with their own time. They have work too. They come from work, go to work in the morning.
They're all great
These guys-
people.
This is
much
they're all
much
nuts. They're all
much
nuts.
much
Lord
respect.
Electro,
Much
guys.
respect.
We're all crazy, all of us, everybody in this room right now.
The best are.
Guys, what's going on? I know you have the gig of Clocks and Clouds at
Yes.
Orleans, but what else is coming
The big
up?
announcement is our debut record, Business, is going to be on iTunes. Business.
I
like the way you do business.
I like the way you do business. Business comes out March 7th, this coming Tuesday, on iTunes, Spotify, most of the streaming services. We're going to be having our hard copy release party in Albany at the Hollow on March 10th with Solaris and a band called Normal Instruments.
Both
Kind of
great
a
bands.
Northeast jam odyssey, if you will. But the record comes out next week, so make sure and check it out. The single's out now, Business, so check them out.
Yeah.
Very good. Facebook.com, YouTube.
Yep,
What do you
Facebook,
Archive. We already
Lord
had a big seminar about the archive earlier. So.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Seminar.
Archive, Twitter,
I talk a lot.
You heard it
Instagram.
here. You heard it here, everybody. Lord Electro, I want to thank you guys for coming to the studio.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Cheers to them.
Cheers.
Cheers to the crew and the band. Next.